2021 Toyota Sienna. Going to be installing the converter for the tow package today. Tools required to do the job. Basic drill would be nice to have. If you don't have a drill, screwdriver will work. You got a 14 mil in order to do the seat belts. You have a 17 mil for the bolts for the hitch. You got a 10 mil for various other nuts and bolts for the trim. A set of panel pliers, screwdriver, and a pick tool. Additional parts needed was this converter in order to take the signal from the lights and blinkers and convert them to the 4-pin, which is right there. And then there's a trim panel underneath here that just needs an extra cutout right here for making room for the toe here. If you have a spare tire, this would look a little differently. I don't have the spare tire, so I got the fix-a-flat set up there with the compressor and the fluid. So you got to take this panel down. So you got some screws here. You got to pull this space up in order to pull it out. You got to remove the seat belt and pushing the seats all the way forward to give you some room. We're supposed to disconnect the battery terminal negative over here, because you are going to be around some of the airbags. You don't want to accidentally set those off. Something to note that the emergency fuel door opener is also located in here. It's just attached directly to the fuel door. So when you do pull this panel, most likely you will be opening the fuel door on accident. Make sure that the passenger door is closed or you may damage your fuel door. Remove the back plate that goes across the door. In order to do that, you're removing 2 10 mil bolts with the anchors. Once you do that and pull back the seal, you're ready to pull back this, put the seats back down, and then pull out this wall. So being careful when using the panel poppers to get these 3 right here out makes a big difference. The top ones come out pretty nice and easy. They're smaller pins. We're not going to remove the whole panel. We're just going to remove just a small, just remove enough to where we can get access to this pin. And then you see these 2 bolts down here is what we're going to be actually bolting to and removing this piece. So now we're going to remove that grommet, bolt it down, and plug it in. So here is the configuration of the unit for the converter. We installed the wire going out to the grommet, so we removed the old grommet and just popped it right in, plugged in the white wire. Now we'll be putting this back together and then going underneath and finishing the assemble underneath. All right, here's the grommet you came down through here. From there, you'll run the wire along this area right here. There's a place where you plug it in, and then you can put the connector to secure it into that location right here. And this is your hitch that actually has that spot for the connection. And then this is also, I was talking about the other place for the pin. There's a little spot that comes off of the hitch that allows you to put the pin. As you can see, there are 1 bolt, 17 mil, 17 mil, so there's 3 bolts each side. What I did is I actually, I didn't even have to really lower or raise the car any. The car is high enough for me to get underneath it. What I did is I put the hitch down on the ground and then just pivoted and rolled it to where I could get that top pin in, or nut or bolt in all by myself. So I pinned it and rolled it so I get that top bolt in. Once I got that top bolt in on both sides, it was pretty much easier I could then just use my arm and hold it up to get those other 2 bolts started, and then use my nut driver to finish them off, and then of course a torque wrench to get them to the right spec.